Hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Aime, and this is another Flint Genuity workout. Kind of continuing on from the other day, the movement flows. So what I decided we're going to do today on Monday, I did the circles. So we're going to circles again today, but we're going to do them in the joints. So each movement, each circle will be 45 seconds. We'll have a very small transitional time to move to the next exercise. And then we'll just keep repeating the flow all the way through. So, and we'll do it 4 separate times. There's a couple of things that'll be right side, left side, and we'll just stay focused on that side and come back for the next round. So just be aware of that. Otherwise, yeah, we're just going to focus on doing some circles in the body, just different areas in the body that maybe we don't take the time to focus on, but is really good for our mobility, functionality, and just regular all day life. So the first one that we're going to do is actually knees. You know, I mean, you've seen people doing these, guys. I always feel like, oh, it seems funny, but in reality, it's so useful. So I'm going to start our timer, and then we will get going in our knee circles, and we're going to switch directions halfway. So just be aware of that. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So feet together and keeping those knees together and doing those circles. Yeah, I've taught different, I've been a coach multiple times for the youth. And we've always done these. And like I said, to me, I guess I feel like it's like such a funny little thing, reverse directions, but our knees are the most used joint on our body. So we always got to make sure that we're giving them some love, taking care of them. This is also an opportunity for you to try to focus on being present using your breath. All right, we're coming up. Starting on the right side, we're going to do hip circles. Okay, I'll give it to you sideways so you see. Not yet. 3, 2, let's go. And this is the right side, left side one. So halfway, we'll switch. So I just basically draw a circle with my knee. That's what I think about. Don't fall over. Number 1 rule in working out. Switch your direction. All right, moving up, we're going into shoulders. We're just going to lift them all the way up and pull them all the way down. So making shoulder circles. We will reverse direction. Let's go. We'll reverse direction. Halfway. So again, with this, I just think about leading with my elbows, trying to draw big circles with my elbows. But ultimately, that work is in the shoulders. Try to use that breath in through nose, out through mouth. So reverse in that direction. Again, use your elbows to draw the circles. So my favorite one that we used to do when I was a coach, I always call them helicopters. We're going to stay in the elbows. So that's how we're going to work. Let's go. And halfway we will change the direction. But I'm using my hands to make the circles. Reverse it. Getting some sideways action. Okay, so last one we're gonna do meatballs. Hands go together, elbows go together. Interlace the fingers and make our circles here. So you're gonna have one side that works really well. And then you're gonna have the other side that's gonna work really weird. So be prepared. Again, when I would coach the kids, we would do this one. They would always be like, it's so weird the other way. Yeah, it is. All right. Hold on. I have to, even for myself, you get in this like rhythm and I'm like, how do I do it? So yeah, I have to really think about this side. The other direction, I can just flow, I can just go, I can move. And this way, I'm just like, huh? I did, huh? All right, so back to the very top, we're going to the knees again. Bring the feet in. And let's go. So I will also be honest and say, I don't ever do this stuff enough. So I always appreciate, I appreciate the opportunity of making these videos because it allows me to do things for myself that I know I could do to be better. And reverse. And it feels like, I don't know, it's the same thing. I feel like you get an opportunity to probably do some things that you might not work on. And then you also get like reference points that you can revisit later on. All right, coming up. So the last time we did the right side, this time we're going to do the left side, working on those hip circles again. Use the knee as your leader. Use the knee as what's making your circles. Bring it out, bring it back and around. And I'd say this one is really good in general because we store a lot of emotions in our hips. So reverse it. It's a real good opportunity just to relieve some of your body in other ways. So it's not just a physical release. All right, moving up, going into the shoulders again. We'll bring the arms up, hands up, and making the circles with your elbows. Let's go. Try to use breath. Try to stay centered. Try to stay present. It's in through the nose and it's out through the nose. Reverse your directions. Okay, going into elbows, the little helicopters. Well, actually, I would call those big helicopters because the little helicopters I would do with just the wrist. So these are technically the big helicopters, just for clarity. And again, it's the hand that you are using as your circle maker. Wafting, let's waft, reverse your direction. It's like I saw myself in in the video and I was like, I look like I'm wafting. Wow. But I'm not cooking anything. So there's no waft to be had today. Okay, so yeah, these would be the little helicopters, but we're making meatballs. Hands together, elbows together, and go in the direction that feels natural and most normal so you can think really hard on the next round how to do it the other way. Reverse it. All right, so back up to the top, going into our knees for the third round. Woo. All right, let's go. I know, honestly, I should probably do this more often. I think that I deal with scar tissue in my knees from my surgeries, and reverse it, particularly with my right side. Not that my left side doesn't, like my left side deals with it and my left side will get stuck. And that kind of sucks. But I do know how to get it out, so it doesn't stay that way. But my left side, or excuse me, my right side, which is technically your left, we're in the hips, starting on the right one this time. Speaking of mirrored, so let's go draw circles with the knees. But yeah, it's like the scar tissue on this side, it rolls, and it's not painful. It just feels weird. And cause it feels weird, it's like you just don't want it to happen. But reverse the direction. All right, so going into shoulders, hands are going to be up, drawing those circles with our elbows. Let's bring it back. Reverse the direction. Okay, so moving on to our helicopters again. Take a big breath in. Nice. All right, let's go. Back to our wafting. I feel when you say waft, you have to use a voice like this. Reverse your direction. So we got one more round after this, and then we're done for the day, guys. All right, so going into our meatballs. So we finish out our meatballs, and then we'll start right back up at the top, and then we'll close her out. All right, let's go. Reverse your direction. Almost there. Getting ready to be back at the top. Okay, so last round. We're in the knees again. Bring it down. Woo. Let's go. See, even right then, I had something funny, but it wasn't on my right side. It was on my left side. Yeah, knees get very neglected. And I mean that as a universal thing, not just me neglecting my knees. Reverse. All right, so moving on to left hip for the second round. Again, use your knee as your driver for the circles. Let's go. I also like this one because you got to do a little balance work. Love my balance. Reverse your direction. Don't fall over. Number one rule, always remember. Okay, move into shoulders. Take a big deep breath in. Let's go. Again, try using your breath to keep yourself as present as possible. Reverse. Okay, so moving on, we have elbows, helicopters. Kind of spaced out there for a second. I was like, how do I use the words that I'm wanting to say? It's fine. 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 Reverse direction. Last time for the meatballs. It's funny, it's like my body definitely feels work. Take a big breath in. Let's go. Yeah, I like how stuff like that, like, I don't know, it's just different. You're still using your muscles differently. It's not like you're exercising in the same sense, but I guess I look at it the same as like climbing. When you're climbing and you get tired, try to find a break on the wall rather than like sitting back in the harness. Reverse your direction. Because when you sit back, you quit your climb. But if you're standing there balancing yourself, then you're still in it. You're still in the game. You're just not moving up, so same kind of thing. You're just working, but working in a different way. That was my point. We're done. Awesome. Well, as always, guys, thank you so very much for joining me. I truly do appreciate it. You could be anywhere in the world and you choose to be right here, right now with me for you. So I hope you walk out of the door feeling better than you did when you walked in. Do remember, we have fed heart, body, soul, mind, and we now have a window of opportunity to feed the muscles, to take care of ourselves, to build back what we've broken down, put protein in your body. Never ever forget that you absolutely matter and your imperfect is perfect enough. So make sure you look out for you. You are your number one day in and day out. Take care.